Happy greetings, everyone. I'm Crystal Forman. I'm the owner and educator of Holistic Wellness and Health, where we make healthy living easy, nutritious, delicious, and fun. So today we are going to make our collard stuffed red bell peppers using ingredients from our produce box. So most of the ingredients are coming from the produce box from the Plantation Park Heights Urban Farm in West Baltimore. Every Thursday from 12 to 6 p.m. Eastern Time, you can pick up a fresh produce box at 3811 Park Heights Avenue. And this week we had collard greens, red bell peppers, carrots, and onions. So we had yellow onions as well. So we're using several of the ingredients from our box today, and we are going to get started. So, hi, did someone say hi? Adrian. Okay. Hi, Adrian. So we're going to get started. Do we have an echo? If anyone hears an echo, I'm going to, actually, can you show the ingredients again? I'm going to make sure I turn this down. All right. So we have our oven preheated to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. And while that's preheating, we'll go in and make the stuffing for our stuffed peppers. So I'm going to add some oil. I'm using grapeseed oil. It's going to add it to our pot here. It's about 1/4 cup.
Adrian's saying she hears an echo.
Do you still hear? You hear an echo right now?
And Ortiz Juan says hi, greetings from Texas.
Hi, happy greetings. So I think the echo should be gone, but please let me know if there is still an echo, or is it clear?
Nope, gone.
Okay, awesome.
Thanks,
Awesome.
Adrian.
Thanks, Adrian. I appreciate it. All right, so we have our oil in our pan. You can use a frying pan or a nice size saucepan. The collard greens will cook down, so whatever pan you have available. I'm using grapeseed oil because it cooks well on high heat, but you can use avocado oil or canola oil or any cooking oil you have available. My oil is hot now. I'm going to add in 1 sliced yellow onion. You could also use a sweet onion or even red onion would be great in this.
Thanks, Ortiz.
So these are thinly sliced. We use the food processor. So we just process like a couple of bags of onions for meal prepping so that they're already ready to go. Some of them we left in the refrigerator, and some of them are in the freezer for later. So we have our onions in. We're going to let that cook until it gets a little translucent and caramelized. Because they are thinly sliced, it won't take long at all. We also have a bell pepper here. So we took one of our peppers and just diced that up. So I'm going to actually go on and move that in, put the onions on one side. I'm going to go and add our bell peppers here. If you don't have red bell pepper, you can really use whatever bell pepper you have available. Green would work fine. Yellow and orange are great as well. So just letting that cook up. While that is cooking, I'm going to cut up some of our collard greens. So if you are not sure if it's organic, you definitely want to wash with some baking soda or lemon juice, or you can use vinegar. Yes, vinegar as well to wash off any pesticides or chemicals that might be on your produce. So you just need about a tablespoon of baking soda, or even the vinegar. Some people mix it all together and then wash their produce, but one or the other is fine. And baking soda has been shown to remove about 80 to 90% of pesticides. So, and it's really inexpensive. So it's worth doing. These are not organic, but usually during the summertime, we do get organic produce in our boxes. Yes.
It seems like every once in a while we get some scare, like E. coli or something, on spinach and greens.
Mm-hmm.
So what's a good way? Is that a good way to clean?
Yes. So you can use salt, you can use baking soda, you can use lemon juice, or you can use vinegar. You can also use, I am not recommending this, but it is considered food safe. A lot of the food safety courses do teach that it's okay to use Clorox bleach regular. No other brand, only Clorox is the one recommended. Don't know why it's only them, but in the regular, not scented, none of the chemicals added. You can add a little bit of that to your water and clean your produce and then rinse that off as well. Just chlorides in there actually break down to salt. It breaks down, bleach breaks down to salt and water. So it's safe. And when it comes to like natural disasters, that's what people put in their water to make sure they're not getting some of the like different bacteria that can be in the water when there's contamination, like what happened in Texas not that long ago. So that's one thing you can do, and then filter it, and then pray. When the water's like that, yeah. If you can't get bottled water and you have to drink something, then of course using the bleach method and then filtering is the way to go. No one wants to be super thirsty. Turning down my heat. I'm adding in my carrots.
So Baby Hamid said, hey there, beautiful. I tried this recipe and found it easy to prepare and tasted excellent. Thank you.
Welcome. Good to see you. This Mr. Yusuf.
Oh, nice. Hey, Mr. Yusuf.
Yeah. Cool. Thanks for watching live, everyone. Make sure you all give this video a thumbs up and share with others as well. So I just put in 2 minced garlic cloves into our pan, and I've turned it down to make sure our garlic does not burn while I destem our collards. So just want to go down the center and remove this hard stem. I'm just lining 2 up here. And you can juice these stems or saute them. Definitely don't want to throw them away. This one has a nice long stem, so I'm going to kind of cut really high up on this one, just because the stems take a lot longer to cook. If you're okay with cooking for a long period of time, then you can leave your stems in. But I'm going to let this only cook for about 8 minutes. So I don't want to leave the stems in. 8 minutes is definitely not enough time. One more here. Does anyone have any questions about anything as we're going along?
Oh, Tavon Sanders says, shouts out, hi, happy new Friday.
Yes.
Everyone.
Happy New Friday. Yes. So I already have some finely chopped here. I'm just going to chop up just a few more in for our pot. So I've made them really small so they will cook quickly. But even if they are this size, that'll work too. So you can do strips or sliced and diced. Yeah. So the onions have browned beautifully. And we have our carrots in there. I'm going to turn it back up in a moment. All right, so we're going to our collard greens in here. And I'm just going to take this stuff off the cutting board and add that in as well. To this, we're going to add our seasonings. So we have 1 teaspoon of kosher salt, 1 teaspoon of onion powder, ½ teaspoon of black pepper, and 1/4 teaspoon of red pepper flakes.
Ortiz Juan asks, are you using potatoes?
I am not using potatoes, even though we always get some type of potato in our box. So it's either sweet potatoes or white potatoes. I am not using the potatoes, but you definitely can. It will take a little longer to cook, but you can definitely feel free to add some potatoes in here, or really whatever you have available. I would say make it your own, and really it's just the stuffing for it. So you can add beans, you can add corn. There are different types of ways to do this. dish? Yes.
If you were to add potatoes, when would you put the potatoes in?
I would add the potatoes right after the onions and bell peppers. And I would add some water because it is going to take some time to cook. So if you see that your collards are taking a long time, you can add water. Right now I'm going to add in 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. And the lemon juice will help make the collard greens a little more tender and just add another layer of flavor as well. So make sure I cut this up. And I'm cooking this on high heat. So while this is cooking, I'm actually going to put the lid back on. We are going to add some quinoa to this in a few minutes. I'm just going to let the collards cook down just a little bit. This is tri-colored quinoa, so it's black, white, and red quinoa.
And it matches the tabletop too.
Yes. Quinoa is technically a seed, so you can actually see the germ layer right here that's popped out. So that's when you know it's done. The little white spiral that comes out of the actual seed lets you know that your quinoa is done. I've done a video on making quinoa in the past, so you can just like do a search under our page, Holistic Wellness and Health, on YouTube, and it'll be easy for you to just type in quinoa and you'll find it. I am going to get this going. So we have our peppers. These are female peppers. They have 1, 2, 3, 4 lobes. This one is starting to get 5. So male peppers only have 3 lobes at the bottom. Female peppers have 4 or more lobes. We are going to cut right at the shoulder, just a little bit below, so that we can make sure we're getting a nice cap for our peppers, and to make sure that we're not cutting too high and not getting our stem on here.
Hi, happy Friday.
Hi, Leah. It's good to see you and hear from you. Happy Friday. So I'm just cutting right through the shoulder here. And then we're going to remove our seeds and white pithy part. And you want to do the same here. Just take out as many of the seeds as you can. And you can just put it in your compost or soup mix container, whichever one you want.
So yeah, that might be a nice addition to add some protein.
Yeah, so there are proteins in the seed. We've been conditioned to throw this out. Although it's interesting because we don't throw out the seeds in hot peppers, just in sweet peppers. But you can actually use the seeds. You can eat this. There's protein in here. So just removing some of the white pithy area as well, but as many of the seeds as you can. If you leave a few, that's totally fine as well. And the same thing with this cap, we're going to just remove as much as we can. Just going to check on our... And if you need to, you can add a little water. This is going well, so I'm just going to let it continue to cook as is. You can see it's very beautiful, multicolored. And actually, I'm going to go and add my quinoa right now. So our quinoa is adding protein to this dish, and it's making a complete meal. Quinoa actually has the 9 amino acids, essential amino acids that we need to make complete protein, like the building blocks for protein for our body. So it's a great seed source to consume. You can eat this dish just like it is without stuffing. Like, this is a meal right here. I'm gonna just put the lid back on. And add some more oil here. So we are going to coat our bell peppers with some oil, and you can also add salt and pepper if you like. So you can either use your fingers and just like rub the oil around, or use a brush. You mostly want to do the outside of your pepper. Then you're going to put it, I'll bring this over, on your baking sheet, either parchment lined or silicone lined baking sheet, upside down. And you want to do the tops as well. And you want to cut side down. These are beautiful peppers, yes. We've been getting some beautiful peppers these past few weeks. So definitely, there are a lot of neighborhoods that are doing produce boxes. So if you're not in the Park Heights area, you can check out Food Rescue Baltimore.com. Goes to different locations. Mondays, they're at the Land of Kush. On Wednesdays, they're at Umar Boxing. So they're in different areas of the city, East and West Baltimore. So go to Food Rescue Baltimore and find out when they're doing produce boxes in your area.
Like a network food boxes, like where people like put together some sort of database or something.
The city has like a database of a lot of the places, but a lot of those programs will be ending soon, but they are still in existence right now. So you can go to Baltimore City's page for their produce box as well as their staples, their pantry staples box. So they have a box with like cereals and other things as well, canned goods. Yeah, Food Rescue Baltimore usually does like food that's rescued from the farmers markets as well. So not everything will be in produce box. Sometimes you luck out and get mushrooms and all types of cool things that are left over from the farmers market. So this is looking good. I am going to turn this off. And we have some peppers that have already been baked. So you want to put your peppers in the oven. So the ones I just did, I'm going to put in the oven for 10 to 15 minutes so that it gets a little softened. So I'm going to put this in the oven right now. The oven is still set at 400 degrees. Right, and I'll come back and check on that in a little bit. So we have our peppers here, ready to be stuffed. So they were upside down. I'm turning them right side up. And our stuffing is ready. And this is going to cook more in the oven as well. So we're going to stuff our peppers here. The ingredients for the recipe is up. It's on the website. I just need to finish adding some directions in there, and that will be done by tonight. But you at least have the ingredients, and you just watched me make it, so you know what to do. So just stuff your peppers. You can also, sometimes people will do their stuffed peppers by cutting peppers in half lengthwise and deseed it that way. So if you want to do that, that's fine as well. So there we go. Beautiful. Beautiful, colorful dish here. You have some left over, you can just eat this like it is. You can also refrigerate this and eat it like a cold salad the next day. It's really good that way. And you can also serve this hot with like another top of another dish. So that is the dish. I'm going to put our caps on. If I can remember which one goes with which. This is like a puzzle. You look like you go here. There we go. You go here, and you, I think you go there. You're going there right now. So we have our peppers here. I'm going to put this, and you all seen the picture I made this last night as well. So the picture you saw for the event is what the finished product will look like. All beautiful. So I'm gonna get this in the oven now, and for about 15 minutes. And Let's get this in. Or not. I'll do that in a little bit. All right. So, does anyone have any questions, comments about anything? All right. So make sure you share this recipe and this video with others. We want to make sure more people know how to use fresh. It's super easy to do. It's way more nutritious for your family as well. Also, make sure you like this video and go to our YouTube channel. If you go to YouTube, do the @ Holistic Wellness and Health, and you'll see all right, well, it looks like it came back.
Yeah.
So we are good. I was just wrapping up, everyone. So thank you all so much for watching. I will see you on Monday for our live at 5 and next Friday as well for our live